Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the 2019 Oklahoma City Community College Convocation. If you're like anything like me, Convocation is one of your favorite days of our time together. I hope each of you had a relaxing summer and look forward to the next academic year as much as I do. Regent Devery Youngblood was scheduled to give the welcome from the Board of Regents. However, he has been called out of town, so the Secretary of the Board of Regents, Regent Christy Bergen, will now provide the welcome from the board. Regent Bergen.
Good morning. I hope everybody is ready for a new school year this year. Okay, good. Yes, this was a little bit of a shock. You know, when the president, you're sitting at the table just having a conversation and the president looks at you and with that look that you know the look by this point in time and you're going, oh my. So you guys have me this morning, and I want to greet everybody, and I want to greet everybody on behalf of the Oklahoma City Community College Board of Regents. I want to thank you for joining us. I know how busy the beginning of a new school year is. I have been there. I have done that in a classroom. I've seen lots of familiar faces. I've had the pleasure of meeting some new individuals. I hope over the course of the year, I have the privilege of meeting each and every one of you. I'd like to take a moment and recognize probably, my opinion, the most important of the team, the president's team, is the First Lady, Ms. Tammy Stewart. I would also like to recognize my other board members who are with us today. Regent Jim White. Stand up, Regent White. Regent David Eccles and his guest, Ms. Joyce Smalden. Joyce is also a member of the Foundation Board. We have two former regents with us this morning, Mr. Jack Turner and Dr. Rick Moore. This is an exciting time as we begin the new academic year. I encourage each of you to remember the many accomplishments achieved by the students, faculty, and staff of this institution over the years, and challenge you to continue leading this institution in its dynamic role within the state's higher education system and the community. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to the students at OCCC. The board and I welcome you back and look forward to an absolutely wonderful year. Thank you.
Sorry. Good morning. I'm Regina Schweitzer, Vice President for Human Resources. It is great to see everyone and to welcome you back to campus. Thank you for joining us as we prepare for another exciting academic year at OCCC. We are honored this morning to have some of our retirees, and we would like to acknowledge and thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us. As I call your name, if you would please stand, and then let's hold our applause until the end. Ms. Ruth Ford, Dr. Ron Gray, Mr. Romeo Opichka, Mr. Ron Summers, Ms. Pam Watts. Thank you again for joining us this morning. Next, we would like to welcome our newest regular employees, the faculty and staff of OCCC, hired between July 1st, 2018 and June 30th, 2019. We've all seen your pictures. At this time, we would like to ask that you please stand and allow us to give you a big OCCC welcome. We hope you're enjoying your employment with us, and we look forward to celebrating with you for many years to come. Here at OCCC, it's a tradition to acknowledge our employee longevity in increments of 5 years of full-time service. So employees who have 5 years of service, would you please stand? Thank you very much for 5 years of dedicated service. Next, we'll recognize our employees with 10 or more years of dedicated service. Would you please stand? Thank you very much for 10 years of service. Next, we'll recognize our employees with 15 years of full-time service. If you would, please stand. Thank you for 15 years of service. Next, we'll individually acknowledge our OCCC employees with 20 or more years of full-time service. President Stewart and Presley Miller from Human Resources, if you would, join me on the podium. And our honorees with 20 or more years of service, would you please make your way to the stairs on my right to be honored? With 20 years of full-time service, Ms. Shelley Troxel from the Division of Health Professions. With 20 years of full-time service, Ms. Sarah Matthew from the Division of Business Information Technology. Mr. Rick Cowan from Building Services was not able to join us today. With 25 years of service, Dr. Stephen Shore from the Division of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics. With 25 years of service, Ms. Mary Turner from Student Support Services. And finally, with 40 years of dedicated service, Mr. Ed Williams from Student Success Advising.
couple of years ago, we established what has turned out to be now a tradition. For 40 or more years of service, you get to speak. So, Ed, please share your remarks with us.
I'm always brief on my remarks, so I'll be brief this morning. The biggest thing I'd like to say for being here 40 years is that I'm thankful. I was talking to Dr. Stewart this morning, and all the people, that's what makes this place, and the students, the interactions, that's what makes Oklahoma City Community College the institution that it is. And I'm just appreciative to be a small piece of that over these glorious years of 40 years. Thanks so very much. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you, Ed. Well, Ed said one thing wrong. He's not just a small piece of it. He's a big reason that we've been the success that we've been. The Employee of the Year awards are presented each year to those individuals held in the highest regard by their students and peers. Recipients from each of the three categories, classified non-exempt, professional exempt, and faculty, consistently demonstrate service, excellence, accountability, and an unwavering dedication to the mission of Oklahoma City Community College. It is my pleasure now to present the Employee of the Year award for the classified category. According to colleagues, this year's Employee of the Year award winner in the classified non-exempt category displays outstanding leadership, professionalism, and promotes success within his department. He is friendly, supportive, and typically the first to volunteer. He demonstrates an incredible work ethic and maintains our campus appearance using the highest standards. His extensive knowledge of building support systems has been a driving factor of facility management's success. While quiet and humble, he is fiercely loyal to Oklahoma City Community College. This recipient has been employed with Oklahoma City Community College as a maintenance mechanic since 2012. Since his arrival, he has been a very valuable asset to the college. Please join me in congratulating the 2019 Classified Non-Exempt Employee of the Year, Mr. Travis Taparo. According to colleagues, this year's Employee of the Year award recipient in the professional exempt category inspires students with knowledge drawn from a lifetime of experiences in the entertainment industry. He is recognized as an influencer of modern cinema techniques. He is a Hollywood producer with Oklahoma roots and values. This recipient began his career with Oklahoma City Community College in 2000 and serves as artist in residence for the digital cinema program at OCCC. His work as an actor, writer, producer, and executive producer has been recognized with an Oscar, an Emmy, and an Academy Award nomination. He has been inducted into the Oklahoma Movie Hall of Fame, and this year, 2019, into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. Please join me in congratulating the 2019 Professional Exempt Employee of the Year, my friend, Mr. Gray Frederickson. Grace said, "It's a surprise," and I said, "I know. It's supposed to be." According to colleagues, this year's Employee of the Year Award recipient in the faculty category has a love for music and the arts, which is exhibited on and off the OCCC campus. He eagerly encourages students to use their talents and develop new skills. He lives and demonstrates loyalty in all that he does for OCCC. This recipient began his career with Oklahoma City Community College in August 2006 and currently serves as program chair of the music department, leading the OCCC Jazz Band and Choir. In February 2019, he co-produced a concert involving 4 other schools in addition to OCCC, with a total of 89 musicians on stage. Please join me in congratulating the 2019 Faculty Employee of the Year, Professor Michael Boyle. The ELVEN Gray Award was created in 1991 in honor of one of the college's most dedicated and inspiring employees. ELVEN Gray always, no matter what the circumstances, went above and beyond to serve others. This award is given to honor an employee who exhibits the unique characteristics of ELVEN Gray. According to colleagues, the ELVEN Gray Award recipient embodies a dedicated service attitude with a smile and a positive approach toward meeting the needs of students, faculty, and staff. This recipient is reliable, responsible, and brings a creative approach to the support she provides to Oklahoma City Community College. She is known as an innovator and advocate in education, as a team leader in the Center for Learning and Teaching. The recipient joined Oklahoma City Community College in 2009. She also serves as an adjunct instructor for the Success in College and Life courses, as well as in the biological sciences. She began her career at OCCC as the coordinator of instructional technology and eventually became the director of the Center for Learning and Teaching, where she has served 10 years. Please join me in congratulating the 2019 ELVEN Gray Award recipient, Ms. Glenay Wisenhunt. Were you surprised? The Robert P. Todd Leadership Award was created in 2006 in honor of the college's 8th president, Dr. Robert P. Todd, who not only valued leadership but committed his life to making a difference in the lives of students through his personal leadership. The Robert P. Todd Leadership Award recognizes an OCCC employee who has demonstrated outstanding leadership in his or her work. Such leadership reflects excellent work, respect for others, integrity, loyalty, sensitivity to diversity, a sense of shared responsibility, and a commitment to the mission and values of OCCC. According to colleagues, the Robert P. Todd Leadership Award recipient believes in the mission of Oklahoma City Community College and has worked tirelessly to provide for the faculty, staff, and students. She serves as an effective mentor by empowering and motivating her employees with her selfless contribution of knowledge, experience, time, and patience. She continuously mitigates OCCC's financial risk by ensuring reliability and transparent reporting of the college's assets. The recipient began her career with Oklahoma City Community College as a contractor, but was named full-time Assistant Director of Finance in 2006. She was instrumental in implementation of the college's enterprise resource planning software. In 2014, she was inducted into the Oklahoma City Community College Hall of Fame. She has served as the interim Chief Financial Officer and is currently the Director of Financial Accounting. In November 2019, she will put away her spreadsheets and report to a life of retirement filled with quality time with her family. I want to add a personal note. Every single time I have called on the winner of this award, she has always provided me great advice, counsel, and I deeply appreciate her. Please join me in congratulating the 2019 Robert P. Todd Leadership Award recipient, Ms. Brenda Carpenter. I wanted to get you before you got away from us. Congratulations, Brenda.
Good morning. I'm Randy Casimus. I'm Director of Student Engagement and Alumni Relations here at the college, and allow me to offer my congratulations as well to all of our winners. Well done. And Ed, 40 years. Forget that brief remarks noise. If I can make 40 years, I'm standing up here all day. and you're going to listen. Of course, I'd be 126, so we're going to have a hard time with that. It's great to have everybody back here together, faculty, staff, leadership, regents, all the necessary people required to help our students not just achieve their educational goals, but sometimes help them literally survive day to day. The compassion quotient in this room and across our campus for our students, if it could be charted, would be off that chart. The understanding that has been reached by all of us that academic success so often hinges on other factors, factors that we can impact, and so many of us are able in our own personal way or via our ever-increasing official options provided by the college, we are able to hold a light for our students in what could be their own dark times. Please enjoy this video produced by our NPR staff.
What does it mean to hold the light? Does it mean being a guiding path to success? Or just being a listening ear? Is it making an already heavy course load a bit lighter? Does it mean making sure bare cupboards are full? Or making sure someone has clean clothing to wear each day? The answer is yes. For whom are you holding the light?
When I walk by a classroom and I see a professor out in the hall with a student, talking with that student about not just their academic issues, but their other issues. That's holding the light for that student. When I see professors working with students after hours, when I know of a professor who's made a phone call to a student who's missed a test, when I see a member of our police department talk with a student who's initially afraid and apprehensive, and it's because they're hungry, and I see that police officer walk them to the cafeteria and buy them lunch from their own funds. When I see an administrator going the extra mile to do everything they can to obtain funds for their department. Anyone who sees what our staff does to help our students, not just our faculty, but our staff, who sees what our staff does to help students, who is not inspired by what they see, is uninspirable. And there's another group that I want to mention that often doesn't get mentioned when we're saying thank you to everyone, and that's our Board of Regents. The Board of Regents sets the vision, the direction of this college. The Board of Regents provides the funding through their votes on the budgeting items. And to the Board of Regents of Oklahoma City Community College, who, by the way, serve without one penny of compensation, thank you so much for what you do for our students. You all have heard me say before, it's all about the students. It's about the students. I want you to know, faculty and staff alike, I want every one of you to know that I am aware and I appreciate we can't provide anything to our students without you. You are the one who provides the direct service to our students. You are the reason that we're successful. You are the reason that we can talk about holding a light. And you are the reason that people who graduate from Oklahoma City Community College, almost 100%, love this place. It is the faculty in the classroom. It is the faculty in the hallways talking to students. And it's our staff who goes out of their way in ways that sometimes are unseen and maybe unthanked, that do the job to help our students succeed in classes. Good morning, everyone. Convocation is always one of my favorite times of the year. Everybody's fresh and energetic and ready to go, and I hope you're as excited about the coming year as I am. The theme of this convocation is holding the light. Where did we get that theme? What does it mean? It starts with the Ray McCullough story. And Ray, are you here? I can't see with the light, but it starts with the Ray McCullough story. Years ago, before Ray had the good sense to marry Kathy, and I had the good sense to marry Tammy, Ray and I hung out together. We'd go out to dinner, to the movies. We spent lots of time in each other's homes, and it was the oddest of odd couples, believe me. We also would give each other advice about dating relationships, how to get along with someone else. And it was truly an example of the inept advising the ignorant. I will leave it to you to decide which one was which. But Ray had this friend that he had dated, and she asked him to do lots of things around her house, carry in the groceries and mow the lawn, move heavy furniture, hang things on the walls, that sort of thing. And one day she said to Ray, "I have this large nest of wasps in my backyard, and I've got to get rid of them because it's huge." Ray suggested to her that she call an exterminator. That's what they do. but she wanted to save the money. She didn't want to pay an exterminator. So Ray agreed to get rid of the wasp for her. And he did his research, he read, and he discovered that the best time to kill wasps is right after dusk, just at the beginning of the dark of the night. And you need some spray, some poison that will kill them, and you need a light because you have to hold the light. The whole nest has to get covered with this spray, or some wasps are going to escape, and the result's not going to be very good. But the instructions made it very clear you need to be very careful, because if any wasp escape from the nest, they're going to go to that light. They're attracted to the light. So be careful. So they're out there ready to start spraying, and just before he started spraying, Ray said to his girlfriend, "Would you mind holding the light for me?" And so today, the theme of Convocation is holding the light. But holding the light is really a metaphor. It's a metaphor for going above and beyond the call of duty. It's a metaphor for going the extra mile. It's a metaphor for sacrificing your convenience to help someone else. And it's a metaphor for being willing to get stung or take a hit or be criticized for doing the right thing and trying to help other people. Let me share some examples of our wonderful faculty and staff that hold the light for our students in our college. Randy Anderson, Arts, English, and Humanities, knows his subject matter very well. He helps students in class, but also spends many hours outside of class helping his students. Randy certainly teaches with his intellect, but Randy also teaches with his heart. Thank you, Randy. Our campus police department doesn't get any days off. They work Christmas Day, they work New Year's Day, they work Thanksgiving, they work spring break. They never get a day off. And they work on this campus at night and some weekends when all the heat and air is turned off. And they do all of that to help keep you and me safe. So, thank you, Campus Police Department. And by the way, you heard me mention on the video about a police officer who saw a student that appeared to be troubled and maybe apprehensive that he was being approached by a police officer, and the officer bought him a meal because he was hungry. Thank you, Chief Piazza. Jennifer Ball in Health Professions has helped increase awareness of gender and sexual orientation diversity. She has helped students feel more welcome and accepted, and she has helped her colleagues understand how to deal with some of these issues. Thank you, Jennifer. The facility management staff clears snow and ice off the sidewalks when you or I are at home comfortable. And they often do this work in brutal, unfriendly conditions. And it's very unpleasant work. Thank you, facilities management. Paul Buckaloo, professor in science, engineering, and math, works with students in class but also outside of class. And Paul tries to emphasize to students non-mathematical skills such as note-taking, organization, and just gives them general encouragement. He tries to help students understand that they do not need to fear math. Thank you, Paul. And it's my pleasure to say Michael Bates, who's here today, doing what he does. Michael Bates with IITS, Information and Instructional Technology Services, is always there to help you and me with an IT setup. And he comes on time and he stays until we're sure the equipment works. And with technologically challenged people like me, That's usually quite a while, isn't it, Michael? And you know, he does it always with a smile on his face. Thank you, Michael. Leslie Jones, professor in social sciences, has been a leader in the movement toward open educational resources. Open educational resources will save our students hundreds of thousands of dollars a semester. Thank you, Leslie. Royce Liston in Student Affairs. Jeremy Thomas, the Vice President of Student Affairs, told me recently, Royce Liston bleeds OCCC. He is often the first to volunteer, and he does whatever it takes to promote OCCC to prospective students. Thank you, Royce. Charles Wayne Myrick, Division of Business and IT. Charles Wayne is a faculty sponsor of not just one student organization, but two. He goes the extra mile to try to help students understand concepts in economics that will help them succeed academically, but will also help them in what he calls the real world of business. Thank you, Charles Wayne. Alicia Dean, administrative assistant in the SCMS program, the mentorship program. Alicia became like a second mother to the students in that program. She cooked for them. She baked cookies for them. She listened like a concerned parent. She listened to them. She showed her love for them. Unfortunately, Alicia lost her battle with cancer and passed away just last month. Thank you, Alicia. Members of the President's Cabinet in my direct reports work long, hard hours with lots of pressure. They often do much of the work behind the scenes that most people never know about. But their work directly assists me and the Board of Regents. To President's Cabinet and my direct reports, I am privileged to work with you. Thank you. These are just a few examples of how our wonderful staff and faculty hold the light for our students. But I recognize that every one of you in this room, every one of you, hold the light for our students and our college. And I thank you so much for it. Colleagues, I will hold the light for you at the state regents, at the state capitol, in Washington, D.C., and in the community. I am committed to do that. I am committed to hold the light for you against any plan that will allow guns on our campus. I am committed to hold the light for you on campus and with our colleagues. I'm committed to hold the light for our students and our college. And I would be honored if you will hold the light with me. Have a great academic year, and thank you.